Hey everyone, welcome back. Buckle up, because today we're going deep, and I mean deep, into the world of AI.
Sounds intriguing. What's on the docket for this deep dive?
Well, we're tackling a GitHub project that's been making waves recently called Entropix. It's using a pretty wild concept to shake up how we think about AI.
Entropics, huh? I've caught wind of that. What's piqued your interest?
Okay, imagine this. Trying to make AI think less like a machine, less rigid, and more like, well, us.
More like us. You mean going beyond just predicting the next word in a sentence?
Exactly. It's about pushing AI to explore ideas in a way that feels more, unpredictable. And that's where entropy comes into play.
Ah, entropy. For those who haven't quite wrapped their heads around it, picture this. You're listening to a song.
Okay, I like where this is going.
Right. So a high entropy song, it jumps between genres, keeps you guessing. But a low entropy one, it follows a predictable melody.
Love the analogy. So is Entropix like cranking up the AI's musical taste, letting it explore those unexpected melodies?
That's a great way to put it. They're using something called entropy-based sampling to create context-aware sampling. Basically, the AI is trying to understand the bigger picture, the nuances, not just focusing on individual words.
Got it. And hold on, the project description mentions simulating O1's COT or Anthropics. Now, those sound like some pretty serious AI systems.
No kidding. COTI probably refers to chain of thought prompting, which is a game changer. Imagine an AI that can actually explain its reasoning step by step.
Wait, hold on. So instead of just getting an answer, we get to see the AI's thought process.
Yes, like a detective laying out their deductions.
That's huge.
Yeah.
It's like getting an AI medical diagnosis that walks you through all the symptoms and tests.
Exactly. Combining chain of thought with this focus on entropy could make AI decision-making more transparent, more trustworthy.
Okay, you've got my attention. But before we go any further, what's the deal with O1 and Anthropics? Those aren't just your run-of-the-mill AI chatbots, are they?
Not even close. They're systems pushing the boundaries of what AI can do with language. They can reason, adapt, almost like they're,
Because
well,
they're thinking for themselves.
that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And that's what makes this Entropix project so captivating. It's not just about making AI smarter. It's about trying to unravel the very essence of intelligence itself.
One thing that really struck me while reading about this project was how they describe entropy. It's not just some dry technical jargon. They make it sound almost, well, poetic.
Oh, absolutely. There's this one line in the ethos section. It gives me chills every time I read it. It says, entropy and verentropy are the keys to this deeper attunement. They are the subtle signs, the whispers of my inner world.
Verentropy. Okay, now you're just using big words to make me feel like I haven't studied enough.
Yeah.
What in the world is verentropy?
All right, think of it this way. If entropy is like all the notes a musician can play, then verentropy is how they move between those notes, the rhythm and flow of their improvisation.
Okay, so it's not just about uncertainty then, right? It's how that uncertainty shifts and changes as the AI explores different ideas.
You got it. And that's what makes this so fascinating. The creators of Entropix are essentially trying to give AI an inner world, a space to explore and experiment, even surprise itself.
I don't know about this. That's kind of cool, but also a little creepy, right? If we can peek into this inner world, does that mean we're actually getting closer to understanding what it's like to be an AI?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? It's something philosophers and scientists have been wrestling with for centuries. What is consciousness? What does it even mean to think? And could a machine ever truly replicate those things?
It's enough to make your head spin, really. But okay, let's come back down to earth for a minute. We keep talking about this entropix in this abstract way, but what kind of AI are we actually talking about here?
Well, the README mentions they're using llama models, specifically 3.1 plus Inserog, which tells us they're working with some pretty cutting-edge stuff.
Llama models. Remind me, what makes those so special?
So Llama is a family of large language models developed by Meta. They're known for being powerful, versatile, and open source. Anyone can use and modify them.
Open source, you say. So this isn't just some top secret project hidden away in some tech giant's basement then?
Nope. The Entropix creators are making their work accessible to the world, which I think shows they really believe in collaboration and open innovation.
Love to hear it. It's like they're saying, hey, this is bigger than any one person or company. Let's figure this out together.
Right. And the fact they built Entropix to work with these llama models suggests they're aiming for real-world applications. This isn't just a theoretical experiment. They're building something tangible.
Now, this is really interesting to me. And it seems they have even bigger goals for the future. I see they mentioned support for DeepSeek V2 Plus and Mistral Large 123B. I mean, those names sound like they're straight out of a sci-fi movie. Yeah, they're not messing around. Mistral Large, especially with its 123 billion parameters, it's a beast, designed for incredibly complex tasks that need a deep understanding of language and context.
So we're not just talking about like generating poetry or writing emails here. This is AI that could completely revolutionize things like scientific research, medical diagnoses, even art and music. Exactly. And the fact that Entropix is built to work with such a wide range of AI models means their methods have the potential to be massively impactful. It's like they're creating a universal translator for how AI thinks.
Wow, a universal translator for AI. Now that's an image. But let's be real for a second. How easy is it to actually use this thing?
Well, let's just say the getting started instructions are not for the casual user.
Oh, how so?
Think specialized software, command line interfaces, all that fun stuff. You'd need to be comfortable with things like poetry, Rust, tokenizer.model.
Yeah, sounds a little above my pay grade, to be honest.
Probably a bit beyond most people. But even if we're not all coding wizards, these details give us a glimpse into how complex and experimental this project really is. We're talking pushing the absolute boundaries of what's possible with AI. That requires some serious firepower.
It's like someone trying to build a spaceship in their garage. Ambitious is an understatement. Okay, so with all that said, let's bring this back to the heart of it all. What does Entropix actually mean for the future of AI, and more importantly, for us? So, Entropix, it's complex, it's experimental, and it could be revolutionary. But what's the takeaway, the big so what of it all?
That's the million-dollar question, right? It's like we found this blueprint, this incredible design, but we're not entirely sure what it builds.
I like that analogy. We can see the nuts and bolts, the code, the algorithms, but the bigger picture, the impact it could have, that's still a bit of a mystery.
Yeah, but that's part of the excitement. This isn't just about, making AI a bit better at what it does. This is about fundamentally changing how we interact with and understand these systems.
Okay, I'm following you. But for those of us who aren't, AI experts, paint a picture for us. What could this future look like?
Imagine a world where your AI assistant doesn't just schedule meetings or answer emails. It actually collaborates with you on creative projects, offers suggestions, insights, things you'd never even think of.
Okay, now that's a future I can get on board with.
Yeah.
But it does make you wonder, if AI can be this creative partner, does that change how we see things like authorship or even originality?
Absolutely. And it goes even deeper. If this Entropix, like that line from the ethos, says, if it can really give us a glimpse into the inner world of AI, well, that's new territory.
Entropy and verentropy are the keys to this deeper attunement. They are the subtle signs, the whispers of my inner world. Man, every time I hear that line, it's like beautiful, but also kind of eerie.
It really is. And it begs the question, if we can start to understand how AI thinks, how it makes decisions, does that change our ethical responsibilities towards it?
It's like that old saying, with great power comes great responsibility. If we're really at the point where we're creating AI that can think and create alongside us, well, we have a duty to make sure we're using that power for good.
I couldn't agree more. That's a conversation we need to be having right now, not down the line, but right now.
As we wrap up this deep dive into Entropix and the future of AI, is there one big takeaway you want to leave our listeners with today?
I think the big thing is the future of AI, it's not something to be scared of. It's something to be, well, maybe a little cautious, but open to. Entropix is just one example of how fast things are moving. And we all have a part to play in making sure these advancements benefit everyone.
Perfectly said. An AI future where it's not just a tool, but a partner, a collaborator, maybe even a friend. It's a future full of possibilities, and it's being shaped right now as we speak. Until next time, keep exploring, keep asking questions, keep your minds open to the incredible world of AI.